Keurig versus Style single serve coffee makers to see if I could get the cafe quality coffee at home. They function pretty much the same. Here are my standard K cups that I'm putting in each unit. They close the same, they function the same. And I'm going to go ahead and brew both cups at the same time. You can choose from 5 different ounce styles on the Keurig, the hot and the cold. You do have a clock feature. This has a bunch more, up to 24 ounce options, but you also have your choices of temperature, your hot brew, things of that nature. In general, pretty similar side by side. Let's run these and see how they work. And I need to select my brewing. This one is also for brewing, and I'll put the 10 ounce here. And let's just see the comparison side by side. First impression, the Keurig seems to be initiating faster, but it's also louder to me. This Style seems like it's taking just a minute to warm up the water and get going. And as you can see, the Keurig right away is pouring my coffee while the Style is still warming up. I would say if instant, super fast coffee is important to you, the Keurig wins there. The size is 9 by about 12 deep here versus Style about 4.5, maybe 7 with the frother, and only about 10 inches deep. So much smaller profile on the counter if space is important to you. We now see the Style kicking into gear. The Keurig is done, but you can hear a much quieter sound. So if sound is important to you, I make coffee at 4:30 in the morning. It also has this frother option as well. With the Keurig, of course, you could use your own handheld frother versus Style is integrated and removable. They both finish quite quickly. I'm seeing similarities in the brew strength. The smell is similar. I don't really notice any initial differences in my cups of coffee. Let me see if I can slide this out and show you the integrated foaming frothing feature. This is 2% milk. Obviously, a higher fat content will froth easier and more full, but we're going to give it a go. You just push the button on the top. Let me see, I need to hold that down. So push that down and hold, and you get your instant frothing. In making multiple cups of coffee, I would say use a larger cup here, and you can really froth this thing as much as you like. It does get a very heavy whipping consistency with the right half and half and the right amount of time length. Okay, that's about the best I can do with this tiny little cup. Let's put this into our coffee cup, and I can show you the bottom I have left as warm milk. The top, you will see how thick the foam got, and even this small container, you can use a much larger container if you would like more froth. I must say I particularly like that you can release the frother just via a button, pull it out from the side. It does have the recharging function when it is integrated in the machine, but it's very easy to hold with this handle. You can froth to your desired consistency, run it underwater, and put it right back into the machine so that it is always charged. I'll show you an example here. You can see I have a nice thick froth by using a slightly larger container of milk. Here is the top view of that foamer. Here is where the recharging function simply slides in the machine. I'm trying to do this one hand. There it goes. Locks right in, and it's always charged and ready to go for you. And you can see just by even putting 2 spoons of the foam in, it's nice and thick, retaining its texture, and you can add as much more of your froth milk as you like. And for an instant serve machine, here's my taste test. I really don't taste anything other than the pure coffee with the froth milk that I really love. A few other differentiators, it does come with a refillable as well, so you can take out just the K cup or the entire insert. So here's just the K cup to remove it. Here's the K cup insert, and then you can put your own ground coffee, tea leaves, whatever you like in the machine, and that is easy to empty and refill as you like. I do love that both machines have the removable base, either if you want to wash it, if you have an accidental overflow, or if you want a large portable coffee mug to go with you. This one also has a raised insert as well if you really want that height increase to reduce splashing, although I had no issues with splashing when I made my cups of coffee. The other differences I noticed, the water reservoir on the Keurig is larger, maybe up to 60 ounces if you hate refilling these things, and it does have the integrated filter. This is 40 ounces, which I still believe is a lot of coffee, but you can make up to 24-ounce coffees in this one. You can either take the lid off or take the whole thing over to the sink, as well as the lid off, and you can remove, oh, I got my 2 hands, sorry. There we go. And take that one to the sink as well. And the Style does come with instructions, all of your warranty and information to reach out to the company should you have any issues. And there's some pretty yummy looking customized specialty recipes in here for your convenience. Overall, my impressions, the Keurig is a faster, louder machine. It's got a larger profile on the counter. It does have a larger water reservoir, integrated clock, but a lot of functionality. I've had it over a year. I really do love the features. To style smaller profile on the countertop, it does have that integrated frother, rechargeable, which I love, can make up to 24 ounces of coffee, which I also love. Honestly, have no issue with either machine. Hope this side-by-side was helpful. If so, please give it a like.